Would you look at the time? It is time for another video. Good day to you, my fellow adventurers throughout time and space. It is I, the Cowardly Time Lord, welcoming you to a very special LEGO review video. Yes. We have, on the one hand, we have Orthanc, which costed me a lot of money. And then on the other hand, we have Barad-Dur, which also costed a lot of money. Yeah, he has a During Wraith. Yep. I got it so that I could have both these sets and build them at the same time. Anyways, let's go over my review of these sets. Also, before we really get into things, here's the old Mouth of Sauron minifigure. Here is the new Mouth of Sauron minifigure. In case anyone really wanted to see a close side-by-side and did not have the opportunity to themselves or watch any other videos that would have been about this topic, that would have been much easier than watching mine. Anyways, let's put away the old Mouth of Sauron, whose helmet has already become loose since I got him. Because, yeah, I paid for the set unopened a few years back, so, with him, so. Yeah. Anyways, let's start with Orthanc, shall we? So, first we have the eagle. I don't remember the eagle's name. I'm sorry. Fake fan, I know. I'm trying to read the books. I did not get very far, but I started reading the Fellowship of the Ring. I did. I only got through the history of hobbits. It was fascinating, but that's as far as I got. And then, of course, we have Saruman, Gandalf, Grimoire, an Uruk-hai warrior, and the Pit Orc Master, or whatever. Yeah, that. And then, of course, Treebeard, who's extremely fragile because he's made out of old brown pieces. The amount of pieces I had break while building Orthanc was not fun to deal with. Anyways, the exterior of Orthanc. Now let's turn it around so we can get a better look at the interior. So, these little red clip pieces to hold those bones in place, one of them snapped and the bone went flying across the room suddenly. Oh, I should mention that the light up brick in this set, which you get by pressing up here, the one that I actually got with the set was broken. But I replaced it so we can all witness the lovely glowing orb. Because, yeah, the Eye of Sauron light, that piece did not, do much. Did not make any cool effect, really, in my opinion, so I just took the light up brick that was meant for the Eye of Sauron and transplanted over here so we can get the orb. The orb. Anyways, the floor below is pretty simple. Got a trap door here. Down to the warg pit. Some nice white hand banners. But the glowing orb, that is amazing. I love how the throne is essentially the same one from the Wizard's Duel. Like, it's actually very close to being 1-to-1, which is actually impressive for a small set versus a large set. I think that's kind of cool. I actually have the old Wizard's Duel somewhere. I don't know where right at this moment, but I know I have it. I've used it in multiple comic series, as it was one of the original Lord of the Rings sets I got before I got back into collecting the Lord of the Rings sets. So far down the line, it hardly matters. Now, this can spill out. I'm not going to show that, but see, there's a... It has the ability to, and then there's the bomb, and several potions and stuffs. Down on this floor, and it It's a whole little library with portraits of each of the wizards. It's one of the blue wizards, Gandalf, Saruman, Radagast, and the other blue wizard. And then the staffs are up at... All the wizard staffs are up at the top of the tower. What did he do to get them? What did he do? And then, of course, there's that. The shield piece has fallen. Oh, dear. That is to be expected. It's not really well connected, this shield piece. It goes on there, and there's no real connection holding it in place, surprisingly. And, of course, you can see that this has a picture of Barad-Dur. Yes. Yes, the ladder folds down. Oop, that's not quite how it's supposed to be. There we are. There's the ladder folded down. Stickers. Always a bit annoying, but honestly not too terrible with this set. Not too terrible at all. Very tall build. Very spacious build. Not a lot of difficulties putting pieces on, other than the older, more fragile colors. Of course, I always need to be careful with those. But overall, this set proved to be really easy to put together. And I was rather impressed. And I enjoyed almost the whole process. Again, brown pieces, yes, annoying, and other fragile colors. The minifigures were almost completely toast. Just, I don't think I can move the, this, orc's arms at all, ever again. The Urkai, pretty much the same situation. I actually needed to switch out the legs on this orc. They were so bad. So, yeah, fragile brown really affects the older minifigs. So keep that in mind. Grima being the most expensive minifigure from this set does not disappoint. I think he looks amazing. And it's just a great figure overall. Treebeard, also an amazing little build to start out with. Very hard to do the thing with the string here. That's another complaint I have about the set. But overall, Orthanc is pretty amazing, and if you want it for collection, I mean, I highly recommend it if you can find it easy. Of course, it's not easy to find. I got lucky. But yeah, I had to get it before the release of Barad-Dur, because I knew for a fact that once Barad-Dur officially released, that Orthanc would go up in price. Well, I haven't been checking that or keeping track of it. I am pretty sure I'm correct. Anyways, let's go over here now. I did show out the Saruman figure. Yes, lovely robe piece, and I'm glad it actually came with a replacement for regular pair of legs, which I'd so use if I didn't have the other Saruman from the Wizard Duel set. Okay. Now let's get the Fell Beast out of the way, as it is technically a different set. A gift with purchase. I am disappointed to not use the cape from the old Ring Wraiths. And the hood piece is a bit different. The torso print, I think, is unique. Don't quote me on that. This is the best creature in recent times that I've built that uses a ton of ball joints. Because it actually stands up well. And its legs are maneuverable, and it will actually stand up well off this little stand it's on. It is brilliant. I'll show you if I can just do this with one hand. Okay, come on. Reorientate. Okay. Well. See? Stands up really well without being on its stand, and just looks fantastic. Great little dragon. I mean, it's hard to get, I know, but if you want it, I highly recommend. It's great creature. Sorry you're seeing my hand there. I'm gonna pause real quick. Okay, and the unique wing pieces are brilliant as well. The other issue are the little spikes along here. They pop off a little too easily, but other than that, brilliant dragon. Really happy to have it. Awesome fell beast in general. Looks super cool. I really hope we get more Lord of the Rings sets with such cool creature builds coming up. Also, I should mention that I'm down to only needing 2 Lord of the Rings sets from the original stuff that I am missing still. So what I still need is Pirate Ship Ambush, I think is the actual name of the set. The one with the King of the Dead and the Corsair and all that stuff. Very, very interested in getting that. And then the Orc Forge. Anyways. Or the Urkai Forge, whatever it's called. I think it's called the Orc Forge, I'm pretty sure. Anyways, doors open and close when I turn the little dial on the side. It's a minor detail, but it's really nice. Yes, this one Walker Urkai, I'm not sure exactly what it's supposed to be, is in fact forging a hot dog in the fires of Mount Doom. I know that's not what this is, but it's close enough. Considering they also made this little scene that's clearly supposed to be from Mount Doom as part of the set. With Frodo, Samwise, and Gollum. Yes, my precious. Gollum. Yes, my precious. My precious. Then we have Sauron, the mouth of Sauron. Gothmog. It's a Moogle from Final Fantasy going through its teen years. I'm sorry, that joke's been in my head for a while and I had to say it. Oh, another joke that I had that's just terrible. Sir, an eagle just hit Building 2. Oh, it's cringe. And cringe. The age of man is... No, I can't do the voice. I tried. I had it the other day, but I cannot get it back. If you do not realize, I am well known for being able to shift my voice. Pretty sure I could mimic most voices if I heard it for long enough. The age of man. It's gravelly, but it's not deep. The age of man is over. No, can't do it. Anyways, then we have an Urkai or an Orc, not really sure. Then we have 2 Orcs, both with hair. Look lovely. The blacksmith and a warrior. And then there are a bunch of extra helmets. These are for Frodo and Sam in disguise. I forget whose is supposed to be whose, really. But yes, that is how it is. Now let's clear out the minifigures and turn... well, I suppose I should go down from the top with this one. So the eye, if you actually have the working light on it, it will slightly illuminate the eye, but it doesn't really do enough, especially in a highlight, bright environment to really make a difference, as I noticed. There's really some cool building techniques around the outside. It's both jagged and rounded, and the building techniques that went into it were, at times, extremely annoying, but very cool. Love these rocks that go all the way down, which I'm guessing is supposed to be like sort of a stairway. That's what I saw while I was building it. It's sort of like a stairway down. There's definitely enough to prove that. But yes, he's still making his hot dog, forging it in the fires of Barad-Dur. Forging the hot dog for the next great adventure. I don't know. Some colors peek through in places. Hold on. Can I? Nope. So that is a slight annoyance that in some places colors are going to peek through from how the whole thing was built using colorful pieces to help with... I know why Lego does it. It's to help keep track of things. Anyways, there's this skeleton which you can raise and lower into the fires. A whole little forge area. And I have to say, this area was so annoying to build. There's some armor and some helmets. Another set of tongs, some iron, a pot with water in it. And a whole bunch of, like, armor stands and shields and helmets. All that. You can kind of see it. Hold on. Let me try and see if that helps at all. Nope, it really didn't, other than maybe giving it... The armor stands look a bit better, the everything around there. Forge. This little bit pops out to reveal a spider hiding in the wall. There's another little part that pops out with information on the rings made for the elves. Ooh, pretty. There's a little cave for Gollum to hide in. Cooking pot and the table. And meat's back on the menu, boys. And there's also wine, which apparently is green, because there's green studs there. But yes, beautiful exterior, interesting interior, obviously not light, and putting some of the pieces in the interior of this model, because you build this entire part and then start putting in little details like that, were so difficult. I don't know if you can see, but my hand doesn't really gain any maneuverability in there. That's my entire hand. I have very large hands. And it's annoying sometimes when building these newer Lego sets. Orthanc had no problem with, because even though it's same kind of small rooms and very tall, it's shallow. This is very deep. I could not get my hands all the way back inside the deepness of this build because of just their sheer width. Hand. There we go. This throne room. I have problems with it, but I think it's brilliant. There's a map, and on that map you can see Orthanc on there, and also Rivendell, and some other thing. Well, Minas Tirith as well is on that map. And important generals like the Mouth of Sauron and Gothmog. Also the Palantir. I know that's the name of the orb. The glowy orb over here too is a Palantir. So glowy, so beautiful, so mesmerizing. Anyway, yes. The Palantir has two separate images on it. One of them is... what image is that supposed to be? I don't know. Point is that the images on the Palantir are either showing the burning of the Shire or the burning of the White Tree of Gondor. Which would seem to suggest that maybe the next big Lord of the Rings set we're going to get is Minas Tirith, which I would love. I would also love a Rohan, but Minas Tirith over Rohan, I wouldn't care either way which comes out first. But then, of course, there's the War of the Rohirrim movie coming, so I wouldn't be surprised at Rohan, but I'm really leaning more towards Minas Tirith being the next big Lego Lord of the Rings set. Now, the throne room. Yes, I was talking about the throne room as a whole. That happens a lot. It breaks. The play feature is not stolid at all. It's completely busted. I can repair it easily enough, but it breaks easily. The connection point is not strong enough. And that is a crying shame. Anyways, this, and also the first 3 layers are easily to separate as you just slide in the pieces there and you just slide them back out from each other. So easy peasy, lemon squeezy. And this one, you just pull this pin out and then you can take off the top of the tower, which again, a very good design choice. Then we have this little study room for the mouth of Sauron, filled with scrolls, a letter, the mithril shirt, and a portrait of Sauron himself. Then we have a little library area. Then up here we see how it was supposed to work with the light. I tried replacing the batteries. It did not work. I need to order a new light brick. It's toast. It was completely and utterly toasted. But the problem is that the light shining on the eye doesn't really do much. Oh, and the eye has actually a surprising amount of maneuverability. Hold on. Turning it back around to the front so you can actually see how good this is. Sorry, I'm keeping this all in. And I know it's annoying that I have one hand on the camera and one hand on the sets. That's all I have. But yes, the eye has actually a good range of motion, all things considered. So, obviously, it's limited by what Lego could do. One thing they could have done to make it slightly more maneuverable, but then, of course, that would require some changes with the design up top, is to put the entire eye on a rotating platform. That way you could actually make it so the eye could turn all the way around, and I understand that would have been complicated, but Lego could do it. I could probably even jerry-rig something up. Obviously, it would mean destroying some of the beautiful design, so I wouldn't do it. But there's definitely a way it could have been done. Overall, though, these 2 sets, absolutely magnificent, will be beautiful display pieces once I can actually get a display going. I have so much Lego, I don't know where I'm going to put these things, but that's a problem for future me. This is present me, who is mostly just in awe of these Lego sets, other than breaking pieces, little tiny spaces that I can't get my very large hands into. These sets are aimed at adult collectors. Some adult collectors have very, very large hands that makes tasks annoying, which is the reason I haven't rebuilt my Avengers Tower since my cats knocked it over. So, I'm looking to hire someone with smaller hands to help me rebuild my Avengers Tower. And I do mean hire. I will pay. I'm that desperate. Anyways, this looks like a good place to end off for today's video. So, this is the Cowardly Time Lord signing off and saying, have a good day, or whatever time it is, wherever you are. The light, it calls to me, the Palantir. Bye-bye now.